The axis mundi represented many things to the ancient Israelites. It was a pillar of fire and of cloud. When the voice of the trumpet sounded long and hard, the axis was perceived as a trump. When the voice of the Lord thundered the Decalogue and the law from above, it became the tongue that articulated the words. Like the rest of the ancient world, Israel attributed the tongue to the planetary gods above. It was also the tongue of angels, meaning the angel of the presence of the Lord, Mars, and the archangel, Venus. From a physical standpoint, this makes sense, since it was the axis mundi and its interaction with the Earth's atmosphere that made the voice of God possible. Like the human tongue, the tongue of angels proceeded from a mouth. The tongue of angels extended from the mouth of God in the heavens. When Jesus fasted 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness, he hungered. The devil came to him and tempted him with sustenance, specifically turning stones into bread. Jesus rebuffed the temptation. It is natural to interpret the key phrase in this exchange, every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God, in the literal sense. That is, man is better served to obey the commandments coming from God as he speaks them. The words, it is assumed, are normal human speech proceeding forth from an anthropomorphic being with an anthropomorphic mouth. Yet this cannot be. In his reproof of the adversary, Jesus quoted the words of Moses recorded in Deuteronomy. Moses is referring to the law, including the Ten Commandments. The law came from the mouth of God, as the psalmist Asaph declared. The law was the words of God's mouth. The Book of Mormon prophet Jacob also testified that the law of Moses was the words that came from God's mouth. But we know that the law came through the voice of the Lord in the pillar. The words of God to ancient Israel came from the planet angels above through the axis mundi, the tongue of angels. The Decalogue and the law was thundered from heaven and did not come directly from the Lord himself. The implication here is that, like the tongue, the mouth of God was in the heavens. The scriptures support this notion. King David described the mouth of God as a mighty power able to shake the earth. A devouring fire came from the mouth. Surely, the mouth David is describing could not be the mouth of Jesus Christ. Moses recorded that the words of God's mouth could be heard both on earth and in the heavens, a reference to the planets above. David believed, or rather knew, that when the mouth of God spoke, all the kings of the earth could hear its words. Isaiah recorded the words of God, where he addresses the ends of the earth with words gone out from his mouth. In our dispensation, Jesus Christ himself made the connection between the mouth of God and the heavens. The mouth is his, but it also belongs to the heavenly city. Not only will the Lord destroy the wicked one by the brightness of his coming, but also by the Spirit of his mouth.